Welcome back to Paul B. Hardware Mechanicsburg. It's been a month since we did an update and there's a lot that has changed in that time. In fact, last time we were here, there was a lot of snow on the ground and the temperatures were bitterly cold. I wonder how much has changed in the construction progress since that time as well. And to get the inside scoop on that, we're going to talk to the man that knows this job better than anybody else. Come on, let's go inside. All right, Steve Wilt, thank you very much for taking some time to talk to us today. Could you give us a little bit of information about your role at Alexander Building Construction Company and just how long you've been with the company?
Sure, Dan. I actually started with Alexander back in 1999. I've been here almost 22 years. My role is a project executive for multiple projects throughout the enterprise and our development side as well. So, project exec for Alexander Building Construction Company work and for Forge Development Group, our subsidiary in the development side.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like you're pretty busy. So.
It tends to get busy very fast.
Yeah.
But that's good.
What elements of your job do you like the most? What do you really enjoy?
Well, I'd like to kind of reflect on this project. One of the things that's really exciting with my job is when you take a building that's been left alone for so long in the community and then you change it to make it into something really nice for the community. It makes it wonderful.
Yeah, and you have your roots here in this community
yes,
too, right?
I live right down the road, probably about 3 miles, so yes.
Awesome.
It's very exciting to see something like this going in.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I want to get back to that in a little bit
yes.
as far as the building and the history, but before that, Alexander Building Construction Company. What is the company? Where are they based out of? What are some projects you're involved in?
So we actually started back in 1928, so that's 93 years ago. And we've been in Harrisburg as a whole, and we have the local area, plus we have offices in State College, and there's a shoemaker, which is another element of our company, down in West Conshohocken. We're also a subsidiary of the Butz family of companies, and they've been in business, that's right, 176 years, back in the mid-1800s.
Yeah, hard to find other businesses that have been around that long.
One of the things that we're very proud about is that it's a family organization with strong family values. The company as a whole, with the Butz family of companies, on the 6th generation right now. So it's super exciting for us to be part of such a great organization.
What are some other projects besides this one that you guys are involved in right now or have recently finished up?
Sure, we're working on some work for WellSpan. We do a lot of healthcare, so we're doing some projects down there for WellSpan, the new cancer center. We're doing a project for, 2 projects for Highmark and Penn State, Hershey.
Yeah.
Over off of 81, the Hamden Center, and then also the one down in Lancaster. Multiple projects up in the State College area.
So then as far as this building is concerned, now for those who are familiar with this area, this has probably been an eyesore for a little while, sitting off 15. What's the history of the building? When was it originally built? What was it built for? And how long was it sitting empty before Paul B. was able to scoop it up?
This has been an eyesore for a while, obviously, but it started out as a giant food store.
Okay.
That was probably 35, 38 years ago. Maybe a little bit more. That giant food store has moved down the road. It was a building that we built for the new giant food store years ago. That's right. It's twice the size of this particular location. Yeah. But when they moved out, there was numerous businesses that were in here. And then at one point they had the furniture store in about, probably 10, 11 years ago. And then there was Planet Fitness that was tied in with them. Planet Fitness decided to move out and build their own building right next to this building. And then the furniture store, was a high-end furniture store, and it kind of went under during the 2008 time.
Yeah.
So then it sat vacant. And it's a shame because we had an opportunity at that point to just really keep this building here intact, and hopefully someone will come along and make something of it. So we're excited to see that it has transformed into what it is today.
Yeah. Yeah, what are some of the challenges in coming along and getting a building like this that already exists compared to starting with an empty lot?
Well, I think the challenge is, the first thing you'd have to do is assess what damage has been done over the years for sitting vacant.
Yeah.
you have a lot of unforeseens, under slab conditions and things that you have to deal with. And that tends to be a little time consuming to figure out those details. But for the most part, when you get that figured out and you have good bones and a good foundation like anything else, there's a substantial savings in the overall cost of the building.
Yeah. So were you involved in this project from day one then?
Absolutely. From the time that I met the Paul B crew and interviewed and went through the process of working on the building together.
Now, the last time we were out here was about a month ago. Run us through some of the changes that have happened here in the course of a month.
Well, if you remember about a month ago, we probably wouldn't be able to stand right next to here. This was an open hole.
Yeah, it was.
You can see a lot of the new concrete around.
Yep.
We did a lot of filling in and patching and fixing a lot of the slab, doing a lot of the underground plumbing and making it so we can actually get things functional in the future. So that has all since been closed up. We actually have done a lot of work on the interior of the building. If you look up, you can see the ceiling here. That's all dry fall paint, white.
And you can smell it too.
And you can smell it.
Smells like
Yes,
fresh paint.
that's right.
Yeah.
But it gives a bright look when you come in now because it was kind of drab before.
Yeah.
You look around the walls. We're taking care of the code requirements for insulating the walls. We have spray foam on the walls. On the exterior walls, we'll be putting batten insulation in the walls, and then, as you can see behind me, the drywall. We're going to start putting the drywall up after our wall inspections. But we also have got the rest of the building framed out for the restrooms and the break room and back of house.
Yeah.
But we're continuing to work through those items. Electrical, mechanical systems are probably about 80% complete. Rooftop units are in place. We have a dried-in roof that was one of the key elements of this project to get it done early so we can work inside right now.
Yeah.
And that has all worked as planned, and it looks like we're on track to have the scheduled date that was talked about and meet that time frame. So.
Yeah. So we're still looking at September 1st, grand opening.
Or earlier.
Well, we'll aim for September 1st. No, that is excellent. Steve, thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
I know you're a busy guy, so I appreciate you taking some time and going through the project with us.
Absolutely.
And thank you as well for the way we've worked this whole thing through, and Alexander's partnership. We couldn't be happier with this whole arrangement.
And the feeling is mutual, Dan. It's again, as I said it many times, when our corporate culture and our values line up the way they do, this is a fun job to be on because it's fun to work for Paul B. And we really appreciate that relationship.
Awesome.
So thank you.
Well, thank you. All right, once again, a big thank you to Alexander Building Construction Company and all the contractors that are here to keep this project moving along. If you want to learn more about Alexander Building Construction Company, you can go to alexanderbuilding.com. And to stay up to date on everything that's happening with Paul B. Mechanicsburg, go to Paul B. Hardware Mechanicsburg Facebook page, like that page, that way you stay up to date on everything there, or you can go to paulbmechanicsburg.com and sign up to be on our email list. And while you're there, if you're interested in a job or you know somebody who would be, look for that Now Hiring section, follow the instructions there to apply. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.